Look at your goofy ass. Look at your goofy ass. We got a new series I'm doing. It's called Marriage Doesn't Benefit Men Diaries. This is the Marriage Doesn't Benefit Men Diaries. We got these people talking about, they explain why marriage is a fucking joke. And I keep on telling y'all, for y'all to get married in 2026, you are taking a big fucking risk right now. Continue to hold the line, focus on you. Do not get married. With all the information out today, you still want to get married? You still believe in true love? You still want to fall in love with that one woman thinking that she's going to be your everything? You still want to do this shit in 2026? Look at your goofy ass. Look at your goofy ass. You still want to do this shit? In 2026, fall in love, get married. Then boom, she hits you with the, I'm not happy. Takes you for all your shit. Takes your 401k, every fucking thing. Let's watch this.
Want to get married to somebody in this day and age. Don't you know that 2 to 3 million people get divorced every day because marriages don't work out? You meet somebody, you think they're the perfect person for you. They may even lie to you at the altar and say, you know what, I'm going to love you, cherish you. But at the end of the day, the marriage don't work out. I think that people should not get married nowadays. If you want, and I know somebody's going to come in my comments talking about what the Bible says and God honors marriage. And but in the Bible, there was nobody getting married like that. There was nobody that had the government involved in their situation. You know what? Because I'm going through a divorce now, and it's taken me over 2 years to get away from this witch, this demonic narcissist that I'm married to. And if you want to go through this, man, if it doesn't work out, because most things don't work out. And I know some of y'all, if you listen to this post right now, some of y'all that are married, you wish that you hadn't got married. You wish that you would have just gotten an agreement like I'm about to talk about right now. Just go out and get an agreement if you want to be with somebody. The agreement can be simple and it can get notarized. All you got to do is, write out an agreement if you want this person to have your belongings or to have money when you're gone, because that's what it's really about. A lot of times you want the person to be able to have say-so in your life. If you're sick, you want the person to be able to have say-so. If you pass away, you want them to be able to have money to be financially taken care of. You can do all of that stuff legally by just drawing up a document and have it notarized. You do not have to walk down the aisle with somebody. It is such a burden to be married, especially when it's over. And some of you guys are in marriages right now and you wish that you hadn't got married. You with this person right now and you wish you could just walk away. Here's the thing. If you don't go through what the government tells you got to do and you want to leave this person, you can just have it simply written out. If I leave you or you leave me, I don't owe you or you don't owe me nothing. So many folks are stuck with folks because of finances and because of stuff like that, because you ended up getting married. Somebody convinced you to marry somebody. If you're thinking about getting married today, I'm going to ask you to think twice. You do not have to get married to be with somebody, and you do not have to get married to prove your love to somebody. Just love them and draw up agreements and have it notarized. And that's the end of that. You can still have a celebration. You can still walk down the aisle, but don't get the government involved in your life, because at the end of the day, if it doesn't work out, you're going to wish you took my advice. I'm telling you.
I don't believe in marriage. So from somebody who has been married and divorced.
The bar is in hell. The bar is in fucking hell. Someone married this, huh?
I want to explain things from my perspective, okay? So if you and the other person are making about the same amount of money, okay? When you marry a person like that, what do you get out of it? Okay? Essentially, you are signing a contract with a lifelong roommate, okay? So you're still gonna have to cook, clean, help with the children, pay the bills, share responsibilities, okay? Now, mind you, all of this can be avoided if you choose not to do it. I don't want to hear things like, oh, he does special things for me. He, does something special for my birthday, or takes me here, this and that, or the third. Well, you do it too. Okay? Because say, for instance, he bought you something for your birthday. For his birthday, you're going to do the same thing. So essentially what you guys are doing is trading money back and forth. That money is staying within that marriage and is going back and forth between the two of you. Nobody's benefiting off of it besides him.
How the fuck is he benefiting? Your ass is benefiting. You are benefiting so much from marriage, not men. That's why when you divorce his ass, you take him for half your shit. It's funny, you don't want 50-50 during the courting stage in marriage, but you want 50-50 when you divorce his goofy ass. This is insane that she thinks like this is an adult saying this dumb shit. Sweetheart, you benefit more in a marriage than a man. It's not the other way around. Men gain no value, no benefit, nothing. Just their resources taken away, basically.
Because you're the one that wants to step up and do what wifely duties are, like cooking and cleaning and taking care of that man so he can take care of you financially. Unless you marry a billionaire where you don't have to work and he requires you to be a stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home wife, and you know that if you get divorced from that person, you're going to leave there being well taken care of because there's money in it for you. When you are marrying a regular person,
she married a regular person. She didn't get blessed with marrying a rich dude. That's why she's mad. She married on her level. Again, you got average women like this who refuse to date on their level. She married on her fucking level, and she's mad about it.
You are signing up for trauma, heartache, stress, and exhaustion. Because at the end of the day, what does everybody want when they get married? Children. They want to have a family. Who takes care of the family? The woman still has to do twice as much as work because women are looked at to take care of the household and do these specific things. And I say quote unquote because who came up with this? Right? So if you can do this on your own, and if a man who's single can do it on his own, why is it when you get married, it's put on to the woman to do majority of the caretaking, household, running errands, taking care of the children, right? And I don't want to hear things like, oh, well, you know, he takes care right now. He's cooking and cleaning and that happens for temporarily. When a man wants to get you, he will do whatever it takes to get you. Okay. When you are in it for the long run, trust me, those things change.
I can't feel sorry for this guy that he went through a divorce with her because look at this. Look at this. He married her. Bust all through them sugar walls. Bust. Nigga was busting in this piglet right here. Got this piglet pregnant. Got this piglet pregnant. Bro, the bar is in hell for men right now. Can you imagine getting fucked over by a woman who looks like this? This is embarrassing. This is fucking embarrassing, but it is what it is.
Okay? So you are better off being by yourself and making more money than being with somebody, creating a family, and you still doing the same thing, right? Because now, if you are in a relationship and you end up having children, you are bringing more humans into the picture and more work and more responsibility and more financial responsibility, right? Because it's no longer this just you and the other person. Now you got to take care of the children, okay? You got to worry about the baby, diapers, food, milk, daycare expenses, clothing, all kinds of things are added to it, right? So unless you truly want children, this is my word of advice and what I tell my friends. You are better off being single and having a child than being in a marriage and having a child. Okay? When you're signing that contract, you become the government's property. Because if there's a divorce, they get to tell you what to do. They get to tell you how to split things. They get to tell you how to split those kids. They get to tell you everything. You are now allowing somebody higher up to tell you what to do with your life. Okay, so we all have married and thought the best of the situation and thought that you are signing up for this wonderful life with somebody. But I always say you don't know a person until you get to see who they are. And that doesn't happen right away all the time. Now, you'll get snippets of things. But as women, we tend to ignore the red flags because we think we can get over it. And it's like, we really think that, oh, this is what comes with relationships, you know, there's going to be disagreements, there's going to be this, going to be that. It only gets worse. It never gets better. Okay. So for me personally, I know some people think, oh, it's a two.
She didn't enjoy arching that back. That was her. She married someone that was on her level. She was not attracted to this dude. She didn't. He wanted to arch that back, ATB, but she didn't enjoy arching that back. She had no genuine burning desire for this dude. And if they made the same amount of income, they're divorced, so she probably wasn't able to get as much out of the divorce as she wanted to.
Income household. Guess what? If you're by yourself, you can make extra income. You can figure out a way to make extra income, because if you decide to be in a 2-income household, right? Say that person leaves you with the children. You are back at square one, except with more responsibility. Because now, not only do you have to take care of yourself, you got to take care of the children too. So guess what? You still got to go back and make more income. So that's just my perspective on things. Y'all can view me as not being right, but when I look at things realistically, that's how I view it.
As somebody who never got married and doesn't have kids, the older I get, the happier I am with my decision. Specifically, not getting married. Everywhere I look, I see divorce. Everywhere. It's very rare.
And that's why he probably, no homo, but that's probably why he probably looks good for his age. He never got married. He didn't have to go through the stresses of being married and providing for these women. And I feel like single guys age better than married guys. The guys let themselves go. They're drained mentally, physically, and financially. This guy he lived his life right. He didn't get married.
That somebody is married long term and happy. Usually the people who are married after, a couple of years, they're miserable. And most of them get divorced. Some of them stuck it out because of the kids or whatever the reasons are. Marriage in today's age is just not worth it. The only thing you're doing if you're getting married is you're risking losing all of your assets. I say all of your assets because there's plenty of men who lost everything, who are now homeless because they got divorced. It's just not worth it anymore, guys. It's not worth it. If you married...
But they don't want to hear you. They want to still do this they want to make this dumbass mistake. They don't want to hear you.
Your wife just decides not to work and she's just at home and not doing anything. If you get divorced, you are screwed. You are screwed because you're going to have to pay her alimony and you're going to have to probably give her the house.
And this is why guys are so stupid. It's like, when I get married, my wife doesn't have to work, you dumbass. When she divorces you, you have to pay her alimony. She was out of the workforce throughout the entire fucking marriage, you idiot. And these guys want to start crying like bitches in divorce court. She's entitled to all that? Yes, dumbass. She didn't work throughout the entire marriage. You really think they're going to let her leave a marriage broke? No. But again, dumbass men make these dumbass decisions.
Pay for the house, pay for her lawyer, your lawyer, all of that shit. It can be financially draining. In most cases, it is financially draining. It's just not a good proposition anymore to get married. If you want to be with somebody, be with somebody. Why do you need to be married? You know what? I know why. Because women are pushing for marriage. Women are the ones pushing for marriage. And then women are also the ones that are initiating divorce. Make that make sense. Because women are emotional. They can love you and like you 1 year, and then in 2 months, they don't like you anymore. And they want a divorce. And then you're screwed. Forget about all the wows and everything. If woman changes her mind, and they do change their mind often, as you all know, they change their mind often. One day she loves you, next day she doesn't love you anymore and wants to divorce you. Because that's how she feels. So if she can do that, why getting married? Because if you're not married, she doesn't like you, she can go. You don't lose anything. You don't lose half of your shit or most of your shit. So don't get married. If you want to be with somebody, be with somebody. You can live with them. You can share household with them. You can do whatever you want to do. without signing some papers with the state, so the state can decide how to split up your assets when you get married. It's not even if anymore, it's when. So stay smart, don't get married.
Speaking facts, hold the line, hold the motherfucking line. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.